Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're hitting the gas on a fascinating exploration, really diving into the world of artificial intelligence and how it's rapidly changing the automotive landscape.
Yeah, it's huge.
We'll be looking at how AI is not just tweaking things here and there, but fundamentally transforming everything from how cars are made to how we experience them on the road.
Exactly. And to really get a comprehensive view, we've gathered quite a range of sources. We'll be diving into how AI can predict when your car needs attention,
Okay.
how it's being used to manage the increasing complexities of traffic, the core ways it's impacting the automotive industry as a whole,
Right.
the crucial role of sensors in connected and autonomous vehicles, and the vital aspect of keeping these advanced systems secure from cyber threats.
That's critical.
Definitely. And we'll also touch on mobile edge computing, how it powers connected car features, the intertwined advancements in safety, security, and AI, and a look at the connected vehicle trends we can expect to see very soon. It's a pretty broad picture we're aiming for.
And our goal today is to extract the most interesting and, well, important insights from all of this for you. We want to steer clear of overly technical language
Right.
and focus on what these developments really mean for the everyday driver and, the future of transportation.
Absolutely. We want to connect the dots and maybe reveal some of the surprising ways AI is reshaping our automotive world.
Okay, let's jump right in then. How about something that could save you some serious trouble down the line? AI in predictive maintenance. It sounds a bit like science fiction, right?
Hey, it might sound that way, but it's quickly becoming a reality. Basically, predictive maintenance uses the intelligence of AI and machine learning
Mhm.
to constantly analyze the data flowing from your car's sensors and internal systems. The idea is to spot potential problems brewing before they actually cause a breakdown.
So instead of being caught off guard by something failing, your car could give you an early warning like, hey, this part might need a checkup soon. What are the big advantages there?
Well, the benefits are pretty substantial. For starters, it can prevent those really inconvenient, often costly, unexpected breakdowns and repairs.
Yeah, nobody wants those.
Exactly. By identifying issues early, you can address them proactively, before they become major problems.
Okay.
It can also extend the life of your vehicle's components,
Okay.
contributing to better long-term reliability. This translates to lower overall maintenance costs, less time your car spends in the shop, and ultimately, um, a more dependable and satisfying ownership experience for you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it really shifts us from that reactive, fix-it-when-it's-broken way of thinking to something more proactive, like anticipate and prevent.
Yeah.
It fundamentally alters how we think about owning a car long-term.
That makes a lot of sense. But how does this actually work in practice? It sounds like it would involve just a huge amount of information.
You're absolutely right. Data is the fuel that drives this. Our sources highlight two key things needed for this to work.
Right.
First, the collection and integration of all that data. And second, the computing power to actually analyze it. One challenge is that the data comes in, many different formats and isn't always perfect quality.
Okay.
So the solution involves using specialized tools that can bring all this different data together, harmonize it, and putting in place quality checks to make sure the information is accurate and reliable.
And what about the computers needed, the number crunching?
Yeah, that's the second crucial part. Analyzing these vast amounts of data and running complex AI algorithms requires significant computing resources. This could involve using cloud computing, offers a lot of flexibility, power,
Hmm.
processing data closer to the car itself, using something called edge computing for faster insights, or even having powerful computer systems within the vehicle or maybe at a service center. These need to handle the workload and be scalable.
Scalable, right.
Yeah, and you also have to think about cost, compatibility with existing systems, how well these systems work with other tech. It's all part of the equation.
Okay, so what's the actual step-by-step process? How does predictive maintenance work?
It generally involves three main stages. First, there's data preparation. That's where the raw data from the car is cleaned up, organized, and key indicators that might signal a future problem are identified.
Okay.
Second is model development. This is where AI algorithms are chosen and trained using historical data to learn patterns and predict when failures might occur.
Training the AI.
Exactly. And finally, there's model deployment. These trained AI models are put to work in the real world, constantly analyzing your car's data, flagging potential issues, and they need regular updates, of course, to keep the predictions accurate.
And what exactly is the AI looking for in all that data? What's it trying to spot?
The key things the AI focuses on include Anomaly detection that's identifying any unusual patterns or deviations from your car's normal behavior?
Right, like something's off.
Precisely. Then there's failure forecasting, which involves predicting how much longer a specific part might last its remaining useful life,
Right.
basically. And finally, maintenance scheduling and optimization. The system suggests the best time to perform maintenance based on these predictions and, how critical different components are for the car's overall health and safety.
How does this compare to how we usually take care of cars, like getting regular oil changes or just fixing things when they break?
Well, predictive maintenance is a pretty significant leap forward. Compared to just fixing things after they break, the reactive approach, it's much more efficient and can definitely extend the life of parts.
Right.
Preventative maintenance, like scheduled services, is better than reactive, obviously, but predictive is more tailored to the actual condition of your specific car's components.
So it's personalized.
Exactly. Condition-based maintenance, which monitors certain specific indicators, is closer, but AI-powered predictive maintenance can look at a much wider range of data and spot more subtle signs of trouble. Now, there might be a higher initial cost to set up these systems,
Sure.
but the long-term savings in terms of fewer breakdowns, less downtime, and longer-lasting parts can be really substantial.
And what's next? What's on the horizon for this tech?
The future looks very promising, actually. As AI and machine learning get even more advanced, we can expect even more accurate predictions. That means fewer breakdowns, lower maintenance costs.
Isn't better.
Yeah, and new technologies like deep learning and reinforcement learning are likely to play a big role in making these systems even smarter and more effective down the line.
Okay, so for you, the listener, imagine knowing exactly when a part of your car might fail before it actually does. That's the power AI is bringing to vehicle maintenance. Pretty cool. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that affects just about everyone in urban areas.
Yeah.
Traffic. It often feels like it's just getting worse, not better.
You're definitely not imagining things. Our sources really highlight the major challenge of increasing urbanization. Right now, over half the world's population, about 56%, lives in cities.
Wow.
And that number is projected to climb to a staggering 70% by 2050.
70%.
Yeah. This massive shift to urban living naturally leads to more traffic congestion and, well, all the headaches that come with it.
So is AI coming to the rescue here
Yeah.
to help us navigate this mess?
Absolutely. AI is emerging as a vital tool. It offers the potential for traffic control that's dynamic, adaptive to real-time conditions.
Dynamic and adaptive.
Right. And the fact that global investment in intelligent traffic management systems is expected to hit something like $277 billion by 2025 really underscores how significant this approach is becoming.
That's a huge amount of money. How exactly is AI changing how we manage traffic flow? What's it doing?
Well, AI brings a powerful toolkit of advanced technologies to the table. Things like computer vision, which lets systems see and analyze camera feeds,
Okay.
machine learning, which helps identify patterns in traffic data, and deep learning, enabling even more complex analysis. All this comes from information gathered from a network of sensors and cameras. It allows for real-time understanding of traffic and the ability to predict what might happen next.
Can you give me some concrete examples? How does this work on the ground?
Sure. One key application is adaptive traffic signal control. So instead of traffic lights on fixed timers.
Right, the frustrating ones.
Yeah, exactly. AI can dynamically adjust the green light time based on the actual flow of traffic right then and there. This can significantly cut down waiting times at intersections.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. And AI can also be used to automatically reroute traffic if there's unexpected congestion or an accident. It can provide drivers with real-time updates and suggest alternative routes. Even enforcing traffic laws can be more efficient, with AI automatically detecting things like red light runners or lane violations.
That sounds like it could make a real difference in my daily commute. What about predicting jams before they even happen? Is that possible?
That's where AI-powered predictive analytics comes in. By analyzing huge amounts of historical traffic data, weather patterns, even information about local events.
Like concerts or games.
Exactly. Sophisticated algorithms like artificial neural networks, support vector machines, deep belief networks, can forecast traffic conditions with pretty remarkable accuracy. This lets traffic authorities take proactive steps, like adjusting signals or suggesting detours before major congestion even builds up.
It's not just cars on the ground facing traffic, though, is it? Air travel can also be a nightmare with delays.
That's absolutely right. Air navigation service providers are increasingly looking to AI to help manage air traffic, especially given the staffing challenges many are facing right now.
Ah, interesting.
AI's ability to process the huge amounts of data involved in air traffic control makes it incredibly valuable. One key area is predicting and preventing congestion in the sky.
Sky jams.
Basically, yeah. AI tools can analyze flight plan data, real-time deviations, to anticipate potential bottlenecks. This allows for proactive adjustments to flight paths, schedules. Projects like the European Union's ACE-TRI are actively exploring this to reduce delays and lower aircraft emissions.
Weather is obviously a huge factor in air travel disruptions. Can AI help with that too?
Yes, significantly.
Mm.
Deep learning algorithms, neural networks that can build very sophisticated weather prediction models. This gives more accurate forecasts for things like turbulence or low visibility, which are major causes of flight delays. Projects like the EU's ISOBAR, trials at major airports like London Heathrow, they're showing the potential of AI to enhance safety and reduce disruptions from bad weather. Even the communication between air traffic controllers and pilots is improving. AI-powered automatic speech recognition can reduce controller workload and minimize errors. Prague saw errors drop dramatically with this.
It sounds like all these different transportation systems are becoming more and more interconnected.
That's a really crucial point to understand. The integration of AI with Internet of Things, IoT sensors, and connected vehicles through what's known as V2X communication.
V2X.
Vehicle to everything. Imagine your car not just sensing its immediate surroundings, but also talking wirelessly with other cars, traffic lights, even road infrastructure.
Wow.
AI can analyze data coming directly from vehicles and roadside units in real time to predict traffic incidents, allowing for proactive warnings to drivers and dynamic route adjustments. As this tech matures, we could see more widespread features like vehicle platooning.
Where cars drive close together.
Exactly, like trucks or cars driving closely in a coordinated way, or automated lane changes, all aimed at improving traffic flow and safety.
We hear a lot about smart cities. How does AI and traffic management fit into that bigger picture?
Smart traffic control systems are really a cornerstone of the smart city concept. Adaptive traffic signal systems using advanced techniques like deep reinforcement learning are constantly learning, improving their ability to optimize traffic flow across a whole city.
Learning on the job.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
AI is also being used to predict crash risks at intersections by analyzing traffic patterns and using computer vision to detect pedestrians and cyclists. And even when accidents do happen, AI platforms are analyzing vast amounts of data to help streamline the response and clear incidents faster.
So what are the overall benefits we can expect from all this AI and traffic management? What's the payoff?
The potential benefits are really significant. We're talking less traffic congestion, saves you time, reduces frustration,
Definitely.
increased safety for everyone on the road, thanks to tech like V2X and monitoring unsafe driving behaviors. Lower emissions from vehicles because of optimized routing and more efficient traffic flow. And ultimately, making our cities more livable and boosting economic productivity by making the movement of people and goods much smoother.
But with all this data being collected and analyzed, are there potential downsides, challenges we need to watch out for?
Absolutely. Data privacy and security are paramount. These systems rely on collecting and analyzing a lot of data, some potentially personal, so it's critical to ensure this data is protected from unauthorized access and misuse.
Right.
There are also ethical concerns, things like algorithmic bias potentially leading to unfair traffic management, and the need for transparency in how these AI systems make decisions. And then there are infrastructure challenges. Integrating these advanced AI solutions with existing, sometimes older traffic systems can be complex and expensive.
Are there any cities really leading the way, putting these AI traffic solutions into practice?
Yes, definitely. Several cities are demonstrating the potential. Singapore has a well-established intelligent transport system using AI for traffic forecasting, public transport management, congestion control.
Okay.
London's Transport Authority uses AI for its adaptive traffic signals. And Lisbon, in Portugal, has seen some impressive results implementing AI-driven traffic management at hundreds of intersections, significantly improving travel times and reducing stops at red lights by like 30%.
Wow, 30% fewer stops. That's noticeable. Okay, so for you, the listener, imagine traffic lights that actually know you're waiting, or your car getting real-time warnings about congestion miles ahead. AI is making our commutes smarter and hopefully safer. Now, let's zoom out even further. Let's look at the broader impact AI is having across the entire automotive industry.
Right, this is where it gets really interesting, seeing the truly transformative power of AI. Our comprehensive review source highlights that AI's influence isn't just limited to driving or traffic flow. It's pervading nearly every aspect of the automotive sector.
Every aspect.
Pretty much. We're seeing its impact in making manufacturing processes more intelligent, in advanced diagnostic systems that quickly pinpoint vehicle issues, in sophisticated control systems within the cars themselves,
Mm-hmm.
in optimizing those complex supply chains that bring vehicles to market, in enhancing how car companies interact with customers, and of course in the traffic management solutions we just talked about.
It sounds like AI is less of a single feature and more of a fundamental shift in how the whole industry operates from, start to finish.
Exactly. The review we looked at even proposes a new way, a taxonomy, to categorize all the different ways AI is being integrated. It also presents a framework for how AI can monitor the condition of electric vehicles in real time, which is obviously a huge area now.
Right, EVs.
And crucially, the review emphasizes how AI is significantly speeding up the development of autonomous vehicles, particularly in areas like navigation, decision-making on the road, and enhancing overall safety through advanced algorithms and deep learning.
What are some of the AI applications having the biggest impact right now, according to that review?
It points to advanced driver assistance systems, ADS, the automated safety features like braking assist, lane keeping.
Yeah, we see those advertised a lot.
Right. Also, vehicle health monitoring and predictive maintenance. Those are seen as the most significant applications already changing the industry. They directly lead to safer vehicles, more efficient maintenance. And furthermore, AI is seen as a key enabler for meeting the demands of Industry 4.0 in automotive.
Industry 4.0.
Yeah, greater automation, data exchange in manufacturing, and it's also encouraging AI use in newer segments of the industry too.
So the big takeaway for the listener here is that AI isn't just one fancy gadget in your car. It's fundamentally changing how cars are conceived, designed, built, and maintained right from the very beginning. Now, a crucial part of all this intelligence is how vehicles see and understand the world. Let's dive into sensors and something called sensor fusion.
Yeah, this is a really fascinating area. It underpins pretty much everything for modern and future vehicles. Our source here, a dedicated course actually, focuses on how these sensors work individually and maybe even more importantly on the architectures and algorithms behind sensor fusion.
Sensor fusion. Sounds technical. Can you break that down?
Sure. Think of it like this. A self-driving car doesn't rely on just one type of sense, like just a camera.
Right.
It's equipped with a whole bunch of sensors. Cameras, radar, LiDAR, which uses lasers, ultrasonic sensors. Each provides different kinds of information about the surroundings. Sensor fusion is the process of intelligently combining the data from all these different
It's
sensors
combining them. Why?
to create a much more complete and accurate understanding of the environment than any single sensor could achieve on its own. Imagine trying to find your way in a dark room using only your hands. That's one sensor. You get some info, but it's limited, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, imagine you also have a flashlight, another sensor, different information. By combining what you feel with what you see, you get a much clearer picture of the room. That's the essence of sensor fusion.
Oh, okay. So it's like having multiple perspectives brought together for one clearer picture.
Precisely. The course we looked at highlights some key algorithms for this, like the Kalman filter and its variations, extended Kalman filter, unscented Kalman filter.
Okay, those sound complex.
They are, but think of them as sophisticated information blenders. They take in slightly noisy or uncertain data from different sensors and use clever math to give the most likely, accurate picture of what's happening around the car, smoothing out the uncertainty. Understanding these sensor types and how their data is combined is absolutely vital for autonomous driving.
Got it. So for the listener, your self-driving car isn't just using one eye. It's combining info from many senses thanks to this sophisticated sensor fusion. Seeing images of cars communicating wirelessly highlights this interconnectedness. And picturing the inside of a self-driving car just shows the sheer volume of information being processed. Now, with all this tech and connectivity, a big concern naturally arises: cybersecurity. Our cars are becoming more like computers on wheels, and we all know computers can be vulnerable.
That's a very important point and a growing concern. Our source on this specifically addresses cybersecurity issues in connected autonomous vehicles. It emphasizes that these vehicles are essentially cyber-physical systems.
As for physical systems.
Yeah, meaning they blend computing and physical processes. And unfortunately, that makes them susceptible to various types of attacks.
What kinds of attacks are we talking about here?
Attacks can generally be categorized based on what part they target. The control systems managing driving functions, the specific components of the driving system, or the V2X communications, the vehicle-to-everything connection.
Right.
And the predicted growth is huge. We're talking hundreds of millions of connected autonomous vehicles expected by 2030. So the potential for these vulnerabilities to be exploited is massive.
That's concerning.
It is. We even saw the first vehicle recall due to cybersecurity vulnerabilities back in 2015. In the U.S., 1.4 million vehicles. And think about this. A modern vehicle back in 2018 had around 100 million electronic control units, or ECUs.
100 million?
Yeah. Gives you a sense of the complexity and just how many potential points of entry there might be for an attack.
Wow. Where are the most vulnerable spots in these systems?
Our source identifies several key areas.
Mm.
The in-vehicle network itself, using protocols like CAN, LIN, FlexRay,
Okay.
the communication channels the car uses for navigation, telematics, and the back-end systems, the servers run by manufacturers and service providers. Attackers might try to exploit weaknesses in the car's internal network, its external communications, or even try to manipulate sensor data, LiDAR, camera, radar, GPS.
So they could feed the car false information.
Exactly. Or try to gain unauthorized access, intercept communications. Lots of potential vectors.
What are some of the different types of attacks hackers might try?
Oh, the range is quite broad. Network and protocol attacks, exploiting communication weaknesses, phishing attempts, trying to trick users, password and key attacks.
Standard hacking stuff, but for cars.
Right. Attacks can be passive, like eavesdropping or traffic analysis to gather info, or active things like spoofing, pretending to be a legitimate system.
Okay.
Denial of service attacks to disrupt functions, introducing malware, malicious apps, or just direct hacking attempts.
And what parts of the car could actually be targeted?
Pretty much any connected component. The infotainment system is a big one. Smart keys, remote keys, the in-vehicle networks, cloud networks, over-the-air software updates, that's a potential vulnerability.
Software updates. Interesting.
Yeah, the sensors themselves,
Yeah.
vehicle data servers, wireless systems like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, smartphone connections, the onboard diagnostics port, the OBD port mechanics use, and of course all those ECUs controlling various functions.
The potential consequences of a successful cyber attack, they sound really serious.
They absolutely are. Could lead to failure of critical driving functions, brakes, engine, steering, malfunction of other systems like locks or lights, vehicle theft via GPS tracking, or even complete remote takeover.
Takeover, yikes.
Yeah. Data theft, personal info, vehicle data. And tragically, even collisions causing injuries or fatalities. Beyond safety, there's commercial loss, brand damage, faulty diagnostics, disrupted entertainment or navigation. It's a long list.
Our source mentions specific examples of network attacks.
Right. Things like gaining unauthorized access to the HIAN bus, the car's main internal network, or exploiting wireless tech like Bluetooth, the tire pressure monitoring system, TPMS, or Wi-Fi connections.
The source also talked about different levels of severity for these threats. What are the most dangerous?
Some of the most critical threats include attacks misleading the car's vision systems, manipulating camera data, making it see fake objects,
Oh, wow.
denial of service attacks, disrupting essential functions, and perhaps most concerning, injecting or modifying the software controlling critical systems, potentially allowing an attacker to take control of the car's operation.
It's crystal clear that cybersecurity is absolutely essential here.
It is. And as vehicles get more integrated with the digital world via V2X and other tech, robust cybersecurity is going to be more important than ever. Not just for the individual vehicle, but for the whole transportation ecosystem.
So for the listener, all this amazing connectivity comes with significant risk. Understanding the potential cyber threats is crucial as our cars become, well, nodes on the network. Those diagrams you sometimes see really illustrate the interconnectedness and the potential attack points. Now, let's shift focus slightly to the broader ethical side of AI, not just in cars, but generally.
That's a really important dimension to consider. Our source on ethics highlights broad concerns: how AI is used, who owns AI-generated creations, accountability when things go wrong, and the long-term implications for society.
What are some of the biggest ethical red flags with AI right now?
Bias and discrimination are major ones.
Right.
AI systems learn from the data they're trained on, right?
Right.
So if that data reflects existing societal biases, the AI can learn and even perpetuate those biases. We've seen examples in things like hiring algorithms or loan applications, unfairly disadvantaging certain groups. Even U.S. government agencies have issued warnings about this.
Like biased resume screening.
Exactly. That's a classic example. Another big issue is transparency and accountability. Many complex AI systems operate like black boxes. It's hard to understand exactly how they arrive at a decision.
The black box problem.
Yep. And this lack of explainability is a huge issue, especially in critical areas like autonomous vehicles. If an AI makes a mistake, maybe causes an accident, who is responsible? We need clear lines of accountability.
What about creativity? Can AI be creative, and who owns what it makes?
That's another thorny issue. AI can generate art, music, text, but the question of ownership is really unclear right now. If an AI creates a piece of digital art, does the user own it? The company that made the AI? The AI itself, the legal frameworks haven't caught up yet.
Interesting. And what about manipulation?
Huge concern.
Mm.
AI can be used to spread misinformation and fake news at scale or manipulate public opinion. Think about deepfakes, realistic fake videos or audio created by AI. That's a powerful tool for disinformation.
Yeah, deepfakes are scary. Privacy must be a big one, too.
Absolutely. AI often relies on vast amounts of data, including personal data. This raises concerns about how that data is collected, used, and protected. We worry about data breaches, unauthorized access, and increasingly about surveillance, things like facial recognition technology being used to monitor people.
And jobs. Is AI going to take all our jobs?
That's the perennial question, isn't it? There's definitely potential for AI automation to displace human workers in certain sectors. But there's also the argument that AI will create new kinds of jobs that we can't even imagine yet.
So displacement, but also creation.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
The key challenge will be managing that transition, providing retraining opportunities, social support systems for those whose jobs are affected. It's a major societal shift.
What about AI in warfare? Autonomous weapons.
That's perhaps one of the most ethically fraught areas. The idea of autonomous weapon systems, drones or robots that can make life and death decisions without direct human control, raises profound questions about accountability, the rules of engagement, and the potential for unintended escalation. Losing human control over lethal force is a serious concern.
These are all really complex issues. What's the path forward?
Well, the consensus seems to be that we need collaboration. Technologists, policymakers, ethicists, businesses, and the public all need to be involved in shaping the development and deployment of AI responsibly. We need ongoing dialogue and robust governance frameworks.
Right. So for the listener, as AI takes the wheel, quite literally in cars, we need to think carefully about the ethical rules of the road. Questions of fairness, privacy, bias, accountability, they're paramount as this technology becomes more integrated into our lives. Now, let's circle back specifically to the automotive industry and look at the economic impact AI is having. Our source from LitsLink mentioned a huge market size.
It did indeed. They're forecasting a staggering $462 billion global market for AI in automotive applications by 2030.
$462 billion.
Yeah, it really underscores the profound transformation we've been discussing. AI isn't just tweaking things, it's fundamentally changing how cars are conceived, designed, manufactured, and operated.
What are the main factors driving this massive AI adoption in the auto sector?
Several key things are coming together. First, a big increase in available computing power, both in vehicles and in factories, making it feasible to run these complex AI algorithms.
More compute power.
Second, modern vehicles are just generating enormous amounts of beta sensor readings, driver behavior, traffic patterns. This data is the essential fuel for AI learning.
Got it, data fuel.
And finally, the AI algorithms themselves, especially in machine learning and computer vision, are getting much more sophisticated. They can now tackle complex, real-world automotive challenges.
According to this source, where is AI really making its presence felt most strongly in the industry?
The impact is pretty widespread. Enhance safety through ADAS, those systems that react faster than humans by analyzing sensor data in real time.
Right, the safety features.
Improve vehicle performance and efficiency, AI optimizing engine parameters, enhancing handling. And of course, it's the core enabling technology for self-driving cars: perception, decision-making, navigation.
Beyond driving.
Oh yeah. More personalized user experiences, AI learning your preferences for temperature, seats, music, navigation, and streamlining manufacturing and operations, automation in production, predictive maintenance for factory equipment to minimize downtime.
The source also gave some real-world examples we might recognize.
Yes, several prominent ones.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving use cameras, radar, ultrasonic sensors, and neural networks mimicking human decisions.
Okay, Tesla.
BMW's personal co-pilot and parking assistant offer adaptive cruise control, automated parking. GM Super Cruise uses LiDAR, cameras, high-precision GPS for hands-free highway driving.
Super Cruise.
Right. Mercedes-Benz's Drive Pilot allows conditionally automated driving on motorways. Audi's Traffic Light Assist analyzes signal cycles using cameras and AI. And Volvo's advanced accident prevention systems use AI, cameras, radar to detect pedestrians, cyclists, other vehicles, and brake automatically.
It's not just about the tech inside the car, though, is it? There are regulatory and legal aspects, too.
Absolutely. The increasing integration of AI brings significant regulatory and legal questions. Automakers need to ensure their AI systems comply with evolving safety standards. Regulators are figuring out how to evaluate these complex systems.
Liability is a big one, I bet.
Huge. If an autonomous car crashes, who's liable?
Yeah.
The owner, the manufacturer, the software developer. These are complex legal challenges. Then there's integration with smart cities, implications for urban planning, and the impact on the workforce changing skill demands in manufacturing due to automation.
Looking ahead, what does this analysis see as the future of AI in automotive?
The future points towards fully autonomous vehicles with even more sophisticated sensor fusion and decision-making. Hyper-personalization, where the car anticipates your needs, maybe even integrates biometric data.
Biometrics. Wow.
Predictive maintenance becoming standard, V2X communication enhancing safety and efficiency everywhere, and AI-powered cybersecurity becoming essential to protect these connected vehicles.
So, for the listener, from helping you park to potentially driving you all together, AI is already deeply embedded in today's cars, and the future holds even more profound changes. Now, to make all these connected features work smoothly, cars need incredibly fast, reliable communication. Let's talk about mobile edge computing.
Right, this is a critical piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked. Our source from Verizon helps clarify the difference between connected cars and fully autonomous ones.
Okay.
Connected cars basically still need a driver in control, but they communicate with the internet, other vehicles for features like assisted cruise control, emergency braking, hazard alerts via CV2X,
CV2X again.
cellular vehicle to everything. These features demand very reliable, low latency, meaning very fast network connection, especially for real-time safety alerts.
Why can't traditional cloud computing handle this? Isn't the cloud powerful?
The cloud is powerful, but traditional cloud computing involves sending data from the car all the way to a centralized server, processing it, and sending results back. For many connected car features, that round trip takes too long, too much latency, and the connection might not always be reliable enough for safety-critical stuff.
Okay, too slow or unreliable.
Potentially, yes. So Mobile Edge Computing, or MEC, offers a solution.
How does MEC help?
MEC brings the processing power much closer to the vehicle, right at the edge of the mobile network, by processing data closer to where it's generated.
Closer to the car.
Exactly. It significantly reduces the distance data travels, resulting in much faster response times. That lower latency is absolutely crucial for timely safety alerts, supporting advanced driver assistance systems, and so on.
Our source mentioned a preference for public MEC over private MEC for connected cars. Why is that?
Public MEC is more decentralized, operates over public networks like 5G. It offers greater scalability and broader accessibility compared to private MEC, which is usually tied to a specific location, like a factory.
So public MEC is better for cars driving everywhere.
Exactly. Cars need to function wherever they go. Public MEC, supported by widespread 5G networks, provides the necessary infrastructure to handle lots of connected vehicles over wide areas. This combo of MEC and advanced mobile networks enables the seamless, reliable connectivity needed as connected car tech keeps advancing.
Gotcha. So for the listener, all those cool connected features rely on incredibly fast and reliable communication. That's where mobile edge computing comes in, putting the processing power closer to your vehicle. Now let's explore how functional safety, cybersecurity, and AI are all closely intertwined in this evolution of connected vehicle tech.
This is where we really see how all these pieces fit together. Our source from Automotive highlights the growing importance of functional safety. That's about ensuring reliable operation of critical systems, braking, steering, sensors.
The stuff that has to work.
Absolutely. As cars get more autonomous, have more ADS features, adhering to strict safety standards like ISO 26262 becomes vital.
And how is AI playing a role in advancing functional safety?
AI is taking it to a new level. AI-powered predictive models can anticipate potential malfunctions before they occur. AI-driven predictive maintenance uses sensor data for real-time fault detection. The source even shared a case study where AI prevented a braking system failure during testing.
Wow, prevented a failure. Okay, we've talked about cybersecurity. How is that evolving with connected AI-driven cars?
Cybersecurity is crucial because these cars are constantly communicating V2X, cloud connections. More connectivity, especially with things like 6G coming and more reliance on the cloud, just increases the potential vulnerability.
More doors for hackers to try.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
So the evolution involves AI-based intrusion detection systems, IDS. These monitor network traffic for anomalies, suspicious activity, and can respond in real time. The source mentioned AI foiling a malicious code injection into an infotainment system.
So AI is fighting AI, in a way.
You could look at it like that, yeah. Using AI to defend against AI-powered or other sophisticated attacks.
Looking ahead, what are the key trends we expect to see as functional safety, cybersecurity, and AI continue to evolve together, say, by 2030?
The trends point towards even greater integration. Widespread AI-powered predictive maintenance for earlier failure detection. More advanced AI-based cybersecurity using machine learning to adapt to new threats in real time.
Okay.
AI-powered V2V and V2I communication, improving traffic flow and safety. More sophisticated sensor fusion for complex real-time decisions in autonomous vehicles. AI-driven encryption and anomaly detection for secure over-the-air updates.
Securing those updates.
Right. AI-enhanced functional safety for real-time monitoring and corrective actions. And continued advances in high-speed, low-latency communication like 6G and edge computing to support it all.
So, for the listener, the future of your car isn't just about what it can do, but how safely and securely it can do it. And AI is absolutely central to both aspects. Finally, let's take a quick look at some top connected vehicle trends expected in 2025, according to Stardust Insights.
Yeah, this report gives a nice snapshot of key innovation areas right now. They identified 10 top trends covering everything from advanced connectivity and smart sensors to full self-driving progress and how we interact with these cars via human-machine interfaces, or HMIs.
Can you give us a few specific examples from these trends? What's happening?
Sure. For advanced connectivity, startups are offering chipsets for high-speed 5G vehicle communication. In smart sensors, we're seeing LiDAR with longer detection ranges, AI enhancing radar signal processing for better accuracy.
Better eyes and ears for the car.
Exactly. Vehicle diagnostics are getting smarter fuel monitoring systems, telematics security platforms. For full self-driving, companies are developing autonomous shuttles using camera perception, self-driving trucks with advanced sensor fusion.
What about the V2X communication we discussed?
Yep, that's covered too. In vehicle-to-infrastructure, V2I, think automatic toll payments, cars reading traffic signs via computer vision.
Reading signs.
Cool. In the broader vehicle-to-everything, V2X, there's innovation in intelligent city roads where vehicles and infrastructure collaborate. Edge computing for smart intersections. Even vehicle-to-vehicle, VDV, is advancing with peer-to-peer communication for sharing traffic data directly between cars.
And AD, the safety systems.
Still evolving. Smartphone-based driver monitoring, using 3D digital twins for training and validating ABS features. Sensor fusion is getting more sophisticated with platforms combining computer vision and other sensor data, better algorithms for object detection. And finally, HMI's connected car solutions for visual audio messages, optimizing traffic flow, even immersive XR extended reality entertainment for passengers.
XR entertainment, so passengers won't be bored in self-driving cars.
That seems to be the idea. Keep everyone occupied.
Okay, so for the listener, the connected car isn't one single idea. It's really a constellation of innovations happening right now. Better sensors, cars talking to everything, even immersive entertainment. It gives a real sense of the exciting directions the auto world is heading.
So as we bring this deep dive to a close, it's pretty clear that AI is truly revolutionizing the automotive industry on so many fronts. We've touched on predicting maintenance, optimizing traffic flow in congested cities, driving forward autonomous vehicles, and significantly enhancing both safety and security. And all these advancements are really being fueled by ongoing innovations in data processing, sensor technology, and the continuous evolution of machine learning itself.
Right. And now, a final thought to leave you with. As we consider this rapid pace of AI integration into our vehicles and our transportation infrastructure, what fundamental shifts do you anticipate in your own daily commute, your personal travel experiences over the next decade? It's a landscape that's constantly evolving, and your perspective as someone who'll be using these technologies is a vital part of this ongoing journey. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.